So I did shots of Mojo and his mom on WrestleMania night, and guys, it was the best thing ever.
And I got nothing. Whoopi gets nothing. Why be woken when you can always be broken?
Nikki Gallows in a bathroom, totally awkward.
Or totally iconic.
We need Cody for president.
Hey, every club beats a villain.
The Bullet Club single-handedly saved wrestling.
Bray Wyatt lives in darkness, and I would follow him into the dark. Rebby Hardy is goals and my spirit animal.
Yeah, and that's why you went running drunk down Berman Street screaming her name. We're iconic.
Totally iconic.
Nikki and Jennifer. We are the queens of the ring.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
So this is like the second time that we're recording a podcast this week because we had technical difficulties with the first.
Yeah, we tried to do our extravaganza, and it didn't go so well.
No, like half of the audio didn't work. It was a whole shit show.
Yeah, it kind of turned into a whole group of girls talking about whatever, which it's not really the point of this. Although it was fun. Like like three of us got drunk, sort of, and it's a good time.
It was a good time, I will say that, but it's totally not what we planned.
No, but we are redoing it.
Yes.
We're gonna. Nikki was saying earlier there's gonna be ground rules.
Literally, like we can't do over 3 hours of just talking about random crap.
No.
Like that's not fair to you guys, not fair to us, not fair to anybody. So,
well, to be honest, Jennifer bailed after about 2 hours. So.
You did, yeah. I literally.
I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. It's late. I'm done.
Nikki was done after a little while, but I was moderating, so I had to kind of stick around. It was expected.
You could have been like, okay, and there's like turn the audio button, but the record button off.
And we'll see you next week. Yeah. Honestly, it turned into a whole thing.
But it will happen. Probably in the next week or so, hopefully. Depending on how everybody's schedules go. It worked out really well this time with everybody's schedule. Like, there was everybody's like, well, what day can you do it? And everybody said the exact same day. And I was like, oh, that's great,
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Maybe we'll get lucky again.
Maybe.
We'll see. But yes, you'll get the Girl Gang on here. Hopefully we can all record this and the sound could all work and all of that.
Yeah, we're going to have to do some sound checks.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
That's exactly what I was thinking in my head, but I didn't want to say it.
Ha ha ha.
Exactly what I was thinking.
But Nikki had some good news this week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it sucks because that was like live on the podcast. It all unfolded on the podcast.
I know. Well, I talked about part of it, but I didn't talk about all.
Oh, no, you didn't. And I told all of mine when it happened to me.
I told you.
It's your turn. I didn't.
I told you not to, and you did.
I did not. What did I tell?
You told everybody what the DMs were about.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
On the podcast?
I think so.
No, I didn't. You sent one of them to the group.
No, not mine. Yours. You've mentioned what were the DMs on the podcast.
That's what I'm saying. I told all mine. So now it's your turn.
I don't want to tell all mine.
Oh my God. Mine was a lot more, than yours.
Well, yeah.
So you can tell yours.
I don't want to. Let's just say, guys, the DMs were popping.
Oh, God. You're not even going to tell anything? It was all coming out on the last podcast.
Well, yeah, because I had liquid courage. Bray Wyatt is now following me on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked in the DMs. And it was a good time.
But what was so funny is that he followed her he liked a picture of yours first or something, and then he followed her. And then whenever we all got in the group chat, I was like, oh, well, now you can DM him because now you're, and she's like, I can? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, are you sure? Hold on. And she's like, oh, wait, I can. I'm like, yeah. Like, that was the first thing I thought was, oh, now she can get into his DMs. And, like, she didn't even think about it at first.
I didn't. Like, honestly, I think I was so shocked that I was just like, what? Yeah. But I'm glad I did. It's a good time. I would do it again.
Well, I think you should tell all.
Later. Later.
They made you very happy, though.
I was very happy, and honestly, I want more. So, there you go.
Doesn't everybody?
Well, you got way more than I did.
Over how long of a period of time?
I know, but I've been going a year.
No, I mean, like, from the initial message.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I still want more, so Bray Wyatt, if you're somehow listening, Nikki wants more. Nikki wants more.
You'll get it, but you may have to ask for it. I'm just saying. Don't be too proud to ask for it.
I've kind of learned that in my week this week. Don't be too proud to ask for something.
Nope.
No? Don't be. Though I wasn't one of those creepy girls who, like, begged somebody to follow me.
I've never done that. I've
never done that, guys. Ever. Like, Bray didn't follow me, like, just because I was like, oh my god, follow me. Don't be that person. Don't be that person.
No.
No.
There's I think we probably talked about her before. There's a Mojo girl that's like that.
There is. And I saw her on Mojo's live stream, and I was just like, oh my god.
What'd she say?
She's like, oh my god, hi Mojo, you're out. You're with the animals. Oh my god. Like, she was all just like, oh my god. Oh. And I was just like, okay, calm the fuck down. Seriously, he's looking at a bear right now. Like, chill the fuck out.
Oh my god. You should go to Mojo's Twitter or Instagram or whatever and see his pictures with the little baby animals. And where are they? North Dakota?
North Dakota.
Yeah. They're adorable. He had a baby wolf and a baby
mountain lion.
Mountain lion. So adorable. So adorable.
Jen got the feels.
I did. I probably can't even still remember the names of the animals. It was Cinnamon the mountain lion. And what was the wolf's name? That's how bad. That's how many times I looked at it that I actually remember what the name of the animals were. Because it was just so adorable.
Remember.
It was just so adorable.
I don't remember, guys, so there you go.
But I wouldn't have even seen it because honestly, lately I don't really, other than Twitter, I don't really follow a lot of, like check a lot of wrestlers' social medias. And so Mickey sent them to me.
It's Cinnamon, the baby mountain lion, and Chanigan, the baby wolf.
Chanigan, like shenanigan, is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, and the baby wolf like licked him in the face, guys. It was
so cute.
And Mojo kissed the baby wolf right back, and he kind of looks like Dean Ambrose, which is my dog. So I'm like, oh, so cute.
It's so cute.
It's like a puppy almost.
There was pictures of Braun with some as well.
Braun and Mojo were at the park together.
Mm-hmm. Mojo's making friends, man.
He is. He's got new friends, guys. Better friends.
Yeah.
And it's one step closer to friends with my friend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, plus, like you told me last week or a week before or something about how he helped get Mojo into the WWE. So I think they're already friends on the down low.
It was IRS who did. So
yeah,
there you go.
So I think they're friends on the down low. I'm just saying.
Yes, which it kind of works.
Yeah. I think so.
Yes, it does.
But yeah, part of them were on that tour, and then the rest of them were in Japan.
That was the SmackDown crowd.
Becky and the New Day and Aiden English reenacted Mario, and Luke Harper reenacted Mario Kart in the streets of Tokyo, driving these go-karts.
Hey, Luke Harper was Mario, so
it was adorable.
Guys, it was amazing. I kind of want to do it.
It was so funny.
I'd do it.
I want a onesie. Becky had on a onesie. I want a onesie.
No.
They just look so comfortable. But I want a unicorn onesie.
I want a skeleton onesie.
Okay. I'll buy you a skeleton onesie. You buy me a unicorn onesie.
Okay. We're in New York.
Okay, I'll wear it on the street. In New York, you can wear whatever you want. I'll wear it on the street. I don't care. I'll be coming up in the bar at 2 a.m. getting my drink in my unicorn onesie.
Mojo Raleigh, we'll find you then.
I really would not care. I really would. Not there. Some places I would. There, no. New York has seen it all. Not to go totally off topic, but the murder that's in the headlines right now, the Bronx murder, it makes me sick to my stomach every time I think about it. And that's all I see when I get on Twitter. A lot of times it's very disturbing. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
It's disturbing.
It's horrible. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up, just look under the hashtag Justice for Junior and you can find all the stuff about it. But happened in the Bronx, I think, and it was awful. Awful. I don't know. I follow a lot of like real crime, true crime stuff, and it's awful. And the guy that dismantled his mother with a butter knife in his teeth.
Yeah, Jen told me that one, and I was like, what?
I still don't understand how he did that. I just don't see how anybody could do that. I really don't.
Like, I keep, like, I'm... No, like...
I mean, not even... Who bites people a lot in WWE?
Pete.
Not even Pete could do that.
Like, I'm a biter, like...
I am too, but...
Like, no lie, I bite myself. I bite other people. Like, I'm a biter. I've been a biter my whole life. I've never, like, bitten somebody to the point of, like, even getting past a first layer of skin. Like,
I know, it's awful. And, like, his teeth aren't, like, filed down or anything. Like, a butter knife in his teeth. I don't understand.
Like, how?
I don't get it. How? I mean,
yeah.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either, guys. Like, literally, Jen sent me that, and I was just like, huh?
That's crazy.
Like, I literally sat there for a good, like, 5 minutes just wondering how.
I know. I can't wait till the court case. Although he probably won't admit how he did it. But like, it was his mother with a butter knife in his teeth. It's crazy.
Then you just, like my thing is, how? Like, how long did it take? Like,
yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Like, did it take him all night? Like,
at least. I mean, a butter
like,
knife?
keep going, like, keep munching. Like,
I don't remember if he like took all the limbs. I know he took the head off.
Like, my thing is, that's like a joke of mine is just to be like, I'm gonna cut you with this butter knife.
No, right? Yeah.
And now it's like, huh? Like, I'll sit there and be like, look, I'm cutting with this butter knife, and like nothing happened. So I'm so confused.
So there was some news this week.
No, there's a lot of news this week.
A lot of news, really. Where do you want to start?
We can start with today's news since that wasn't on the last podcast. Breaking Ring of Honor news: Jay Lethal just won the Ring of Honor title against Dalton Castle.
I was saying, Nikki, I'm not a huge Jay Lethal fan.
I mean, but it's Cody's birthday and he didn't win the title, so.
I don't know. I've just never really liked Jay Lethal. I mean, he's a good wrestler, but I just never been like, he's got the it factor. Like, I want to watch him. Like
the match was Dalton Castle versus Cody Rhodes versus Jay Lethal versus Matt Taven. Should have been Cody.
Yeah. But
It's
do
his
we know all?
birthday.
Do we know all of the shenanigans that went on?
I have not seen the match. Literally, like I just got on this lovely little recording here, and it happened on my Twitter. So
there's probably something going on.
yeah, I haven't seen it, but yes, I'm sure there was some kind of somethings.
But I'm not really feeling it.
Like it makes me less excited to watch Ring of Honor.
Dalton, yeah, but you were saying Dalton was injured, you said?
It seems like Dalton's injured, yes. He's been going to physical therapy, and he wrestled in the match with his thigh and hip wrapped.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I know, Dalton is very flamboyant, very entertaining, and, like, the lethal injection does nothing to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Like, Cody and Dalton are very entertaining. Matt Taven and Jay Lethal, not so much.
Mm-mm.
No.
I wish Cody had, like, some real, like, boys. I could see him having boys.
I could see him having boys. I mean, would you count Bernard the Business Bear as a boy?
He's a bear boy.
He's a bear.
Boy bear.
Boy bear? Bear boy? Okay. So, second piece of news for the day. Last night was the CEO Gaming / New Japan event.
Oh, gosh, guys.
Oh, fuck.
Mr. Omega.
And some people don't buy it. Some people don't buy it. I don't know.
I'm disappointed in his response to people online. I didn't like some of the things he said. Okay.
So, I mean, did you see his first response or his second response? Because he has two responses now.
I saw several, but go ahead and tell what happened first, and I'll pull it.
Okay. So Kenny put together, he was actually a big part of this. He financed part of it. He put the event together. He even got Kota Ibushi on a plane to do this event, which is a big deal. No, it's a big deal because Kota does not fly. Kota does not travel.
I think it's his boyfriend.
Yes, it's his boyfriend, even though we're not talking about that. But Japan.
Oh, yeah. But they're allowed to be called the Golden Lovers in Japan, but whatever.
Exactly. But yeah. So the event was actually really good, other than this dark match. So this is Kenny's story, is he hired a wrestling school to kind of be their roadies for the event. So they were there to set up the event, put up the ring, all of that. And in addition to being paid for it, they would get one dark match. He asked them to put together one dark match with two people who, knew how to carry a match, basically. So, the match that was put together had a convicted sex offender.
Yes, it did.
By the name of Chasen Rance. So he was... he pled no contest to charges of lewd battery for allegedly having sex with a 15-year-old girl back in 2008. He was 25. She was 15.
Ugh.
Rance remained a regular on the Florida wrestling scene then and operates the wrestling school that was hired. Now, Kenny said originally that he did not know that this person was a sex offender.
Now, do you have his tweets about that?
Okay, go right ahead.
Okay, so he tweeted, let's see. Here it is. I produced all matches from Dark Match number 2. I gave the ring crew, also a wrestling school, carte blanche on to have our first dark. No interest no-name graphics, and thus they had a match. I met Chasen once in 2004, so his name was familiar. The other guy I'd never met. Regardless of their history or whatever, this crew of people were all very helpful and set up, tear down, and various odd jobs around the arena. I'd felt giving them the opportunity to have a dark match was the least I could do as a way to show appreciation. I'm gutted that people feel betrayed by their involvement, but at no point did I feel I was working with criminals or anything of the sort. As I'd said earlier, they were nothing but polite and helpful throughout the entire experience. I'll know better for next time to only use those I'm absolutely familiar and comfortable with. And then someone else commented, this is on his Twitter. He sent this out on his Twitter.
I have another one too, but go.
And then someone was like, they questioned something about it. They were like, oh, like we're disappointed in you or something. And he was like, sorry you feel that way and are so quick to pass judgment on someone. Looks like the disappointment goes both ways. And the response, the person that tweeted him said, he's a convicted sex offender. The judgment has already been passed by a jury of his peers. He goes, oh, I meant the judgment you passed on me. I'm sure you understood that. However, that holier than thou attitude isn't appreciated. Now, to me, I love Kenny, and I think he's normally very politically correct. But to me, for him to act, even if he didn't feel like he was in the wrong, if someone's upset because there's a sex offender there, for him to say they have a holier in their attitude, I'm surprised he said that. Well, that's kind of not Kenny. Like I get he's trying to defend himself, but at the same time, that's kind of not a. I'm kind of still surprised that Kenny would say something like that. I could see him ignoring it.
Honestly, I feel like Kenny's at the point right now where he's like, because this is the second scandal he's had this month. Like, the first scandal was they blamed him for winning the IWGP title and saying that New Japan and Kenny were racist against Japanese people.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is the second scandal, and Kenny's, I think, done. He's, like, fucking fed up at this point.
Well, and his second... But you can be fed up. You don't need to someone say, they're upset because there's a sex offender involved and be like, well, you're holier in that attitude. Like, you can be done and be like, look, I didn't know. I'm sorry. You don't need to be like, well, you're holier in that attitude. Like, I just feel like he handled it wrong. I feel like that was either ignore it or just say, I'm really sorry. I agree with you. It's not appropriate, whatever. Or just ignore it. I'm sure he got hundreds of comments. Like, just ignore it.
Like, and people are being terrible to him. Like, I understand, like, honestly, that wrestling school should not have him there. Like, why is he there? Like, that's on them as well. But honestly, these comments are terrible to him.
They are, but the one that he said that on really wasn't that bad.
I know. Honestly, I've seen worse. Like, somebody said that they're boycotting, and literally the best comment on that is, so you boycotted a free wrestling event? Yeah. So, honestly, I think it's bullshit, but Kenny came out with a second statement that's a little more politically correct.
It was like an official statement, right?
Like an official statement, yes. This is on Twitter, and it's an official statement, though. It's very long. He had to actually, like, type it on his messages, like on the notepad thing, and like, yeah. So he said, I wanted to thank everybody that tuned into the stream or joined us live for the CEO/New Japan event. All of our talent had a great time and fed off of your incredible energy throughout the night. I'm incredibly proud of everything I personally produced, but unfortunately made a terrible oversight by allowing a dark match featuring local talent I wasn't personally familiar with. Admittedly, I met Jason Brant once in 2004, but a lot can happen in 14 years. I'm terribly sorry for anyone in the building that felt unsafe or personally offended by his inclusion in the show. I will personally provide refunds to anyone in attendance that couldn't enjoy themselves because of this. As for fans that were taken aback on the stream, again, my bad. I allowed our ring crew, also a wrestling school, to participate in a dark match, minus graphics and music, as a show of appreciation for their hard work. They had done a lot to help prepare our set for the show. There was a large group of people, and I very simply asked for two guys that could have a basic and effective dark match. Chasen and Epic were the wrestlers they chose, and I was assured that they were more than capable. The match itself went fine, and both of them were pleasant backstage, but I didn't realize until much later via social media, etc., that the first dark match I'd allowed caused trauma amongst some fans. By no means do I wish to support or defend these people. I trusted blindly and potentially tarnished the name of the event that was very important to me. And it took a lot of time and finances to realize this. I am very sorry for anyone who is truly hurt by this and can assure people that I won't be taking chances. I also assure people that I won't take chances like this in the future. I will monitor every single event directly if and when we challenge CEO New Japan Part 2.
I don't feel like he's anything different than he said in the first thing.
I know, but I feel like people just, I mean, this goes back to why is he at that wrestling school? That's what I want to know. Like, that's my first thought is why is he there? Like, there could be underage people working at that wrestling school. Why is he there?
Well, Kenny was completely in charge of the show, or there were other people in charge with him?
There were other people in charge, obviously.
Because if you're going to have people coming into anywhere that you're paying or, you know, whatever, wouldn't you background check everybody?
No,
I would put all the blame on Kenny, but if I was throwing something, I wouldn't be like, yeah, sure, come on in, and not like find out who these people are.
It was Kenny with like New Japan executives, and then the executives of that gaming tournament. So there were a bunch of people involved, but Kenny's the only one getting
right.
And I think that's what's pissing him off.
Yeah, and I get that, but yeah, so looking at it like that, like these executives, they're fucking executives. They should know.
Like, like Kenny's a wrestler. He's not like, he doesn't put this shit together. This isn't his job.
Right.
Like, this isn't his job.
That was somebody's job, though.
Yeah, so why put the fucking blame on him?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
because nobody knows who these specific other people are, and they know who Kenny is.
Yeah, but it still sucks. Like, I feel like Kenny's just getting a lot of shit for nothing.
I agree. But again, I think...
I mean, it's not good.
No, I mean, I just think for the most part, most celebrities that do well in social media, they just ignore that shit. Like, just don't say anything. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he shouldn't have said anything. I get that he was pissed, but that comment wasn't even that bad.
Yeah.
And he was saying the person was holier than thou and stuff. I get he's upset or whatever, but just don't say anything. Just issue your statement. Go on.
And then part of me wonders, like, the person that he commented on, is that somebody who goes on all of his posts and, like, says stupid shit? Like, that's when you start to wonder, like, does that person just, are they that person? Because
maybe, but it wasn't even that bad.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, there's always that one person who goes on every post and they're like, Kenny, you suck. Kenny, you're doing this wrong. Kenny, you're doing this. And then, like, maybe he just snapped. You know what I mean?
No, I get that. Like a troll following around.
Yeah. And then finally he just was like, fuck off, kind of a thing.
Maybe. I don't know, but it's a mess. Whatever it is, it's a mess.
Yeah. Like, I say that wrestling school takes a little bit of blame as well, so find out the name of that wrestling school and tell them off.
Tell off the executives. That's their job. Like, anybody could show up and say, here, you can use our people. Like, if you're putting your name on a show, you need to know who you're letting in. You don't need to just let anybody in.
Bingo.
It's a hot mess.
It is.
But speaking of Kenny, I got my Bucks Funkos today at the Hot Topic.
Lucky.
They're adorable. And when we went to pay for them, not the guy that was ringing us up, but there was a girl ringing us up. There's a guy next to us, and he saw it, and he just threw up the too sweet, like, immediately. And, like, we didn't even say anything other than we just all too sweet each other, and that was it. It was pretty cool. I was like, it's like a secret language. It really is.
Yeah.
But they're adorable. I love them.
That's nice. So, Sami Zayn, tentative return date is February, so he will possibly be at WrestleMania 35.
I hope so.
Please, Sami, please be there. AJ Styles wore his New Japan mask at a WWE Tokyo event. Is right. I, for one, am very, 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 very interested in that.
He probably would just say it's celebrating the culture.
Well, still, shut up. I'm happy. Shut up, I'm happy.
I'm not saying that's the truth. I'm saying that's probably what he would say.
Like, honestly, if I had my way, he'd wear that mask every time, and Prince Devitt would come back, and, you know, Gallows and Anderson
the mask
would be
is pretty sexy on AJ.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what else? Gallows and Anderson would be properly used. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, I've been wanting them to go back to New Japan.
God damn, it's a miracle.
Send them back with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa and
let them be with their boys.
Yes.
Boys. Matt Capitelli from Tough Enough passed away yesterday.
I know. That made me so sad.
I was so sad.
I watched Tough Enough. I did not watch the season that Miz won, but I watched all the other ones, I think. Or maybe I don't think he was on Miz's season. Anyway, I watched a bunch of them anyway. And he was always one of my favorites because he was just really sweet. Like, he was like this Christian guy, and he was really good. And I remember the guy who beat him. I remember the guy who won. And I've not seen him since, that I recall.
Yeah.
And Matt wanted to wrestle so bad. And did you read the tweet Miz put out how they were supposed to be a tag team?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said they were going to be called Reality Check. And that right before they were about to debut on SmackDown, he got cancer.
Yeah. So. And then, well, he had cancer, and then he beat it, and then it came back.
Yep.
And then it killed him. So cancer sucks. Hate cancer. But
I still think there's a cure for cancer out there, and nobody's telling.
Right.
I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I truly believe that there's something out there better than what they have. They're just not.
Honestly, there's a cure for a lot of things, and they're holding it back. Cancer is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Of course they're not.
Believe me, I know.
Of course they're not gonna. Yeah, of course they're not gonna let that out. You kidding me? They'd rather people die while they rake in money.
You should see the markup on some medicines that. I work in a pharmacy. I probably said that before. But, like, we'll get in a medicine that, like, to make it, I'm not lying. Like, a bottle of it is, like, maybe $20. You know how much the markup on that is? Like, sometimes it's, like, $600-$700.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what Lyrica is.
Ridiculous. Yeah. And this isn't like hardcore cancer or really hardcore pain medicine or HIV medicine. I mean, those are outrageous. I'm just talking about something, you know, that should not be that expensive.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's insane. Like, HIV medicines are like $10,000, a lot of them. And like cancer meds, of course, especially like IV meds. Like, I work with drugs, but I hate the drug industry so bad.
Let me tell you guys, go watch Dallas Buyers Club if you want to see the HIV thing. Like, you will be so pissed off. It was the 80s, but it's still relevant.
Yeah.
Still relevant. And then also fibromyalgia, same thing. I have that, and my medication would be $525. Figure that out.
There's a lot of people that can't get what they need. Like, people that are like in they get like a organ transplant, and they're in they take the anti-rejection meds. Those are ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
And plus their immune system is lowered. So they're all the time getting like other infections, and it's just ridiculous.
Exactly.
Like,
they could pass away from just like a cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they can't afford their medicine to keep their body from rejecting their kidney,
you're gonna die.
Control their immune system a little bit, like
you're basically
disgusting.
Dead.
Yep.
Basically. So guys, yeah. And Nikki is a conspiracy theorist, so I got my own theories on it.
I just know the numbers I've seen, and I can assure you that this is real because I've seen it.
Yeah. But we don't know the other parts. There's other parts, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how does Magic Johnson stay alive?
Because he's got money to take the really good medicine.
Other than that. He's probably been cured.
No.
What do you want to bet?
No.
I bet he has. I
don't think so.
He doesn't.
So there's people that live years and years and years on Truvada and what's the other one called?
I have my theory, guys. I have a theory on a lot of it, and I'm going to keep it off of here because y'all are going to think I'm insane. But I have a theory, and honestly, it's probably going to sound insane. And I'll probably tell Jen after we're done recording. But if you guys want to hear me do a conspiracy theory podcast, because I have ones that are and aren't wrestling related, let us know. I have some wrestling ones that are like, wow.
I don't know. I don't believe that. I mean, I'm going to listen to what you say, but I just don't believe that. I think it all has to do with money. He's got money.
Well, yeah. No, the money.
There was somebody on Oprah one time that had HIV and was talking about how, what bad shape they were in or something. I don't know what they were talking about. And Oprah was like, well, we all see that everywhere. She's like, look at Magic Johnson. And the girl was like, yeah. She's like, he's a millionaire. She's like, he can afford the best doctors. He can afford the best medicine. He has a dietitian. He has someone, to monitor his exercise. She's like, he has the money. And Oprah just kind of sat there and Oprah was like, I never thought about it like that before. And she's like, yeah. She's like, people like that, they can manage their HIV. She's like, I can't even afford the medicine I'm supposed to take. So it's just disgusting. Yep. The whole medical industry is disgusting.
Again, if you want to hear our conspiracy theories / wrestling conspiracy theory podcast, because I got some crazy ones, y'all. Let us know. Jen would probably be like, what?
About some of them, probably.
No. You probably agree with some of them.
Do you watch Shane Dawson?
Yes.
You and Shane Dawson need to be friends.
I do watch Shane Dawson. Have you heard Talk is Jericho with Bo Dallas?
You told me about it, but I didn't listen to it, no.
You got to listen to it. Yeah. Like, literally part of it, I'm like, I believe it. Like, we could talk about this for hours, I bet, because, yeah.
Conspiracies are interesting. They really are.
They are, guys. I believe them. The truth is out there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, spooky. Anyway, back to wrestling and not conspiracy theory related. Where was I on my list here?
We were talking about Matt. If we could go back to what we started on, we were talking about Matt.
Yes. So back to Matt Cappotelli. I am sad though. Like, it's really sad. I remember him on Tough Enough. I remember him on there. And I'm so sad. Like,
I remember him being kind of picked on because he was like really Christian and stuff. And like, that was like his thing. You know how they take on a reality show, they take everybody and single them out for one thing. Like, he was singled out for being a Christian.
Yeah.
But he was really, really sweet. He was very good. Very, very good. Yeah. And never got to really show it because it happened pretty quick after he won Tough Enough. Or finished Tough Enough.
Like, literally, I think he only got like 1 or 2 matches on the main roster, and not even a tag team, just like as a dark match. And then it happened. So sad face. Sad face. So the 205 Live is no longer on Raw for a reason, supposedly. Hunter made that decision to change the way that 205 Live was perceived by the general public.
I just realized they aren't. I hadn't even thought about that, but no, they're not. Like, I still watch 205 sometimes, but I hadn't really thought about the fact that they aren't on Raw anymore.
It's done in an effort to make sure that the 205 talent are protected from a booking or promotional standpoint. Also, to keep the talents from being overexposed, which I could see.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, when they're on Raw, they do have to do stupid shit. So.
Oh my god.
As does everybody.
Can we talk about Foxy and
Noam Dar?
Noam Dar. Yeah, let's just talk about that.
Coming back at the same. They came back the same week, though.
They did, but Noam's going to be on NXT UK, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm glad because they weren't doing anything with Noam Dar. They just let him go.
It's not even letting him go. That's the good thing.
I know, but I mean, like, let him off of where they don't give him anything to do and give him something to do. Like, his debut back in there, like, that crowd was going crazy for him over there. So.
They should have put him, I was going to say, they should keep him on both.
Yeah.
Like, have him make appearances on 205. I mean, because here's the thing, on 205, it's not all of them are on there every week.
Right.
So have him still make appearances there, but have him mainly be on.
It's kind of like a soap opera.
Kind of.
Male soap opera.
It takes 2 weeks to make a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
In another UK news, Pete Dunne has surpassed 400 days as the UK champion.
Is he approaching on somebody's record?
He is, but that person is still a champion, so...
Which is the... Oh my god.
Speaking of that person...
Are we calling him that person now?
Brock Lobster. Yeah. He's not going to show up at SummerSlam now.
You know, I get that Vince loves him. I don't know why, but I get that he does. But Vince loves money. And at this point, is Vince not thinking, hey, I can make more money if I put somebody in there that's actually on TV and that actually would show up when they say they're going to show up? Like, he's not even showing up when he said he was going to show up.
Well, and here's the bad thing is now fans are calling for Brock to be stripped of this title. Like, fans are fucking done. They're like, no, get the fucking title off of him. He has not... by the time SummerSlam passes, he will have not defended the title in over 4 months.
Since when, Mania? Or it's been after Mania?
No, Greatest Royal Rumble. So May, June, July, August. 4 months.
But when's the last time he was on TV?
4 months.
Was he on right before Greatest Royal Rumble? I don't remember him being on.
Like, literally, was it the day after WrestleMania? Maybe? No, not even.
I don't think he was there, no.
Well, April was the last time he was on TV ever.
And then they've got Heyman up there defending him. Whether it's kayfabe or not, I don't know. But he's talking about, how Raw is a shit show. And, why should Brock be there and all this stuff.
Yeah. Basically, Heyman's like, there's nobody for Brock to even fight. And he actually went on there and said, who's he going to fight? Bobby Roode? He's like, nobody would pay to even see that.
Like, do you think that there's, like, a line where this blur between Heyman, kayfabe, and just Heyman? Or is it just all Heyman?
I don't even know at this point.
It's just all Heyman. I think as far as, like, saying something like that, like, I think he legit means that. Nobody's going to pay to see Bobby Roode. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, I can hear him actually saying that.
Well, yeah, and I mean, here's the thing is, like, he just kept saying, like, he's already beat Roman Reigns. I'm like, okay, yeah. And he's like, he's already beat Braun Strowman. Really? Like, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Who would be your opponent for him that's on Raw?
Seth Rollins.
I would like Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
I'm still going with Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, you know what? I'd be okay with Kevin Owens.
I still want KO and Heyman to just have it out in the ring. I would love it.
But here's the thing is, I feel like Kevin would fucking lose his shit if Heyman said something.
Oh, I know. That's what would be so.
It wouldn't even be like he would just like Samoa Joe lost his shit. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was like entertaining as fuck.
That's why I'm saying this would be amazing. Kevin's a talker. Heyman's obviously a talker.
Hey,
neither one of them give a fuck.
You know what the best part was? We were there when Samoa was like, "Fuck him."
I know. That was good.
Samoa Joe.
I think it would be awesome. And because it's awesome, we probably would never get it.
Yeah.
But I think it would be awesome.
I mean, if it's not Seth, then KO.
KO would make it very entertaining.
He would. Just to hear KO talking about how Brock's never there.
I'm seriously, I would just put those two in a ring and let them face off like they're doing a rap battle, and I will pay good money to come sit in the front row and listen to that shit. It's like going to a concert. Like, I would love it. I would just sit there and just like, it would be great. It would be so great.
And have the New Day like be the moderators.
Oh man, like the New Day, yeah, could like be trying to like keep them apart, and
yeah,
it would be great. It would be great.
Yeah,
which is why it'll never happen because we can't have nice things.
And I mean, hell, like
5.0.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing: is my thought is if we get Seth. Or, fuck it, we could even get KO. Then Finn can finally get his rematch.
That's true.
Finally.
Either one of those would be good matches.
Finally get that rematch that he was supposed to get.
At this point, depending on how things go, I do want Daniel Bryan to win Royal Rumble if he's not already in the title picture. But if it wasn't for Daniel Bryan, I want Finn to win. Give Finn something. You didn't give him Money in the Bank. You gave it to Braun Strowman, who doesn't even really need it. You know, like, give him something. Like, you fucked him over for this long. Give him something. Just makes me sad. And his ass is, like, bruised. Like,
a little bruised ass. Hey, thanks to Wolf Daddy.
That's right. He bruised Finn's ass, and Finn's decided to post it on Twitter. He blurred out, like, the bottom half of his ass, but...
He blurred out his crack, but otherwise you see it.
I don't think Finn cares anymore. I think he's an exhibitionist.
Probably. Like, is it bad that I would not be surprised if he showed his,
junk?
You know, junk. Just like, oops, my bad.
I would not be surprised.
Like, he'd get his kicks out of it. He'd be like, oh, I didn't mean to post that. But really, he'd be, like, sitting there like,
I could just see Finn, like, living in, like, a nudist colony or going, like, a nudist colony. Him just, like, standing there with that grin on his face, like, doing the Finn freezes and stuff. And people just, like, staring at him, how perfect his abs are and everything. And, you know, other things seem to be impressive.
Can I go to said nudist colony?
Yeah. I'll go with you as long as I can keep my clothes on. I'll go.
I'll wear a bikini.
I'll do that too, but I'm not taking my clothes off.
No. Maybe topless, but that's about it.
No,
that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. Otherwise, no. But you know what? If Finn is there, I will be there. Just like,
I can just see him standing there greeting everybody. With that grin on his face.
He's like, hello, my name's Finn Balor. Hi.
I'd buy him to promote my nudist colony.
And give him some baby oil.
Like a retreat.
You know what? I just give him some baby oil. Just let him go to town.
He'd love it.
He would.
And the dude is becoming very narcissistic.
And I just sit there and watch him.
It's just because it's the fans' fault. Like, he tried to be all humble for a while, and now he's just, like, going with it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Let him go to town, right?
Hey, if you got it, flaunt it.
You got everything. Anyway, so enough of Finn being all Finn. What else has happened? Lars Sullivan broke his jaw at an NXT event.
Well, I know you're just heartbroken over that.
I really don't care.
I know, that's why I said that.
I really don't care. No cares given. Let me see. Maurice became an American citizen.
I saw that.
Good for her. Congratulations. That's exciting.
Maurice.
Yay. Yay, Maurice. SmackDown Live's ratings were down.
It was actually really good, too.
I know.
The ending was really good.
Hey, Topanga was at SmackDown.
I know.
Topanga was there, guys. And if you don't know who Topanga Lawrence is, your childhood was very sad.
Poor Topanga, though. She's had such a rough time.
Yeah. She still looks good, though.
I know. But she was in love with Lance Bass, and we know how that turned out. So
he's gay.
Yeah. He's a really hot husband, too.
I know, right? Good for her. Him. Good for them both.
I'm talking about Lance's husband. I don't know what her husband looks like.
Good for everybody. You know what? Good for everybody.
It's Pride Month. I support hot men. Hot men.
It's 2018, so it's Pride year.
That's true. But we were talking about Pride Month the other night on the podcast.
Well, Pride Month is almost over.
Hey, we're still in it. It's the 30th.
That's true. But let me tell you, it's 2018, so every month is Pride Month.
I want to. They have all these new shirts at Hot Topic that are about gay pride and supporting gays and stuff. I really wanted to buy one today, and I can't decide which one I wanted.
I like the one that says equality is metal. I want that one.
That was a good one. I almost bought a Katya shirt.
I almost wore my Lasky tank top today.
I almost bought Katya. There was I can't think of the name of the YouTuber, but she did this vlog where she went to one of their Christmas shows, and she got backstage and she walked up to Katya, and like Katya didn't know who she was or anything. She comes up with this camera behind her, and she was like, "Katya," and she's like, "Yeah," and she's like, "I got kicked out of a Trixie Mattel show," and she went, "Good," and she's like, "No, because I told her that that she sucked and that you should have won," and she's like, "Oh, great!" Like that. I just love Katya. She's like, "Good, I got kicked out of Trixie's show. Good." I love Katya. She's hilarious.
Oh my god, oh god, I love Trixie and Katya. Like, oh my god, I love them. Guys, that's kind of like me and Jen. I don't know who would be who, though.
I was going to say, I don't know. Because Trixie's, she's something. Like, she's very, like, woo, I'm here, like, big and
I think I would probably be Trixie.
I was just going to say. That's what I was thinking in my head. But, yeah.
Like, it was funny, though. Trixie posted, have you seen the Brady Bunch movie where Marcia goes to the modeling thing?
Yeah.
So she goes to the modeling thing and she brings Jan with her. Jan's like in the background, like jumping up and down, and Marcia's just like posing. And Trixie put backstage at Trixie and Katya's show. I was like, yeah, that'd probably be Jen and I.
Probably.
I'd be like, look at me! Give me attention! Guys, really,
You've literally said that before. You've literally said that before.
Yeah. Like, literally, I love attention.
We were in New Orleans, and someone was talking to me or something. You were like, I need attention. They need to pay attention to me. I need attention. And I was like, okay.
Look at me! Look at me, damn it! Guys, I just love attention. I'm like Tinkerbell.
What woman doesn't love attention?
All right. But hey, I don't get attention often. So like when I get it, I have to have a lot of it.
That makes sense.
Which is why right now I'm like, somebody's not liking my pictures. I was like, I looked hot in those damn pictures. Like I'm showing everybody. I was like, did I look hot? Did I look hot enough in these pictures?
He has 400 something people he follows. I told you, he probably hasn't seen it.
Kaylee was like, you looked hot. It's okay. I'm like,
You need to figure out some way to post a picture, maybe with like you wearing it and then like, I don't know, having some, maybe you could have like your shirt, one of his shirts cut up, but like with still stuff showing, and take a picture like by the pool wearing your Bray Wyatt shirt, like all cut up. I'm coming up with ideas here.
I know, but still, you know what I mean.
I know, but I'm trying to be helpful.
If it was somebody else, there would have been something. Maybe.
I don't know about that.
Again, guys, I just really like attention.
Well, we're all telling you look nice.
I know, but this is very different. I'm like, yeah, okay, you guys think I look nice. Thanks. You have to say that.
You asked our opinion.
Guys,
we could have been like, no, Nikki, take that down. How dare you?
Literally, guys, like Jen will be like, wow, you look really nice. And I'd be like, you have to say that.
Which is not true. I could just not say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just be like, yeah.
Like literally, guys, she like it's so funny because Jen's like, you look so nice. I'm like, you have to say that because you're my best friend. You have to say that.
Like, she doesn't even care, in my opinion. Your opinion is irrelevant.
I'm like, thanks, but you know, you have to say that because you're my best friend.
Your opinion is obsolete.
Delete. Delete. I'm like, I need a friend like Rebby. Any famous friends?
I can tell you if I don't think you look good. If you want me to do that.
You would, and you know what, guys? Jen would be honest.
I would.
I would be honest too. I'd be like, Jen, no. just no. Did somebody tell you it looked good before?
Oh yeah. Who did you ask about this?
I asked my mom. She came out in the shirt. She's like, I'm wearing this to work, and I'm like, did somebody tell you that it looked good? Because it doesn't. I'm very blunt, guys. Yeah. Anyway, Real One was on Stone Cold's podcast.
Ugh. I didn't listen. You didn't tell me about it, so go for it.
And apparently, guys, he says he was unfairly fired from the WWE.
Were there other reasons he said he was fired for, or he said that was strictly the reason?
He said that was strictly the reason. He had no other problems, which we know is not true.
Yeah.
Like, there was one part I agreed with him on, though. Like, one part, I was like, you know, he's got a point. He's got a point there. But the rest, I'm like, bro. No. So the part I agree with him on is, he brought up the fact that Cedric Alexander had a job for 3 months and was still being paid before they fired him. And Cedric Alexander was actually arrested, had a mugshot. And
are you talking about Rich?
Enzo.
No, but Cedric got arrested?
Not Cedric, sorry. Rich Swann.
Okay, I was like, what? I missed that.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Rich Swann got arrested. He had a mugshot. He was in handcuffs. He went to actual, like, a holding cell. He had a job for 3 months and was still paid. Enzo was never put in handcuffs, never had a mugshot, was barely being investigated at the time, and he was fired the next day.
That's a valid point.
That is a valid point. I agree with him there. Because here's the thing is, Rich Swann got paid 3 months. Enzo did not.
That makes complete sense. Like, I get him with that, but for him to say there's no other problems, that's not true.
Again, that's why I said that's the only part I agree on, is that's kind of fucked up. Like,
right.
I agree there. But he said, here's what he said. He said that the day that happening, his phone was blowing up because that girl tweeted about what happened. And people were blowing up his phone. He looked at the tweet. That's how he found out that she had gone to the police and all this shit was going down. So then he called Mark Carano, which is the head of talent relations. And Mark Carano, he said, hey, Mark, we need to talk. And Mark was like, yeah, no shit. We need to talk. You need to come here. So then Enzo said he does not change in the locker room by choice.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. So he changes by himself. So while he was changing, he called his lawyer and said, hey, call the WWE's attorney and the guy from PR. He asked his attorney what was going on, and then the WWE's attorney called, and he said he was completely transparent. And then he called his attorney again. So then he called Mark Carano again after that and said, yes, I just paid my attorney a retainer. Whatever is going on, we need to sort this out. The police have never contacted me, not once, not at all. They've never contacted me about this. So Enzo said Mark was him hawing around it. So he went straight to Vince. because he said that everybody backstage would never give him a straight answer. So he was just dealing with Vince at that point. Which I could see that. I mean,
right.
I could see that. He said even Hunter at one point said, "You're lucky Vince likes you or else you would be fired." But he didn't have any problems, supposedly.
Right.
Right. So he went to Vince, and Vince said, "What happened? You know this isn't good. What happened?" And Enzo said he was completely transparent to Vince. And Vince said, "Okay, I believe you. This is still not good, though. This is a bad situation. Like, because of the Me Too movement, because of everything that's going on, this is a bad situation. We can't have you on TV with all of this going on." And he said, "Okay, I understand. I agree." So Vince told him, "Hey, I'm not going to have you on the show tonight. Go home, and I'll call you if you're going to be on 205 tomorrow." So that's what Vince told him. So Enzo was like, okay, walks out. He's getting his things. So between the time it took him to walk out, go to the laundry room where he was changing, grab his things. Yeah, changing in a laundry room.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, a laundry room. Mark Carrano calls him and says he's suspended. He said it was 5 minutes from when he walked out of Vince's office to that. 5 minutes.
Okay.
So he's suspended. And he said, all right, bye. So then Enzo leaves. And he drives to Delaware where his sister lives. So he just leaves. He's like, I'm just going to go. And then it wasn't until the next morning, which is, he said, 12 hours after finding out that he was suspended, that he was fired.
And they called him and told him?
And they called him and told him, you're done. But he said at that time they couldn't have even called the police because he found out at like 5-something at night. The detective obviously probably wasn't there, but they fired him anyway.
I understand his point. I get what he's saying.
I do get it, but like my thing is, if I were WWE, I would have kept him suspended. I would have said Enzo Amore is suspended without pay.
And strip him of the title if you want to.
Just strip him of the title. He was supposed to lose the title anyway. That night. Yeah. And Nia was supposed to win the title. Because apparently women can win the Cruiserweight title.
Wait, what?
Yeah. That was what was supposed to happen, was at the APA's poker game. Enzo was supposed to put up, like, you know how everybody was at the poker game on Raw 25? So they're all playing poker. Enzo's out of money. He puts the title up and loses the title to the $1 Million Man.
Oh.
Yes. So he loses the title. So then Nia was supposed to go in and win the title back for him. So Nia,
that whole love story thing.
Yes, that was supposed to end with Nia being cheated on. So.
Being cheated on?
Yeah. That was supposed. So Enzo and Nia were supposed to be a thing, right?
Yeah.
And then he was going to cheat on her with Alexa.
Oh.
And then that's how the WrestleMania match was supposed to be. Not the bullying thing. It was supposed to be because Alexa slept with Enzo.
Oh, that's a little bit not PG.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, I can see his point. But then again,
we're only getting one side.
Yeah. But from his side, I can see his point. Like, I can.
I can, and I was surprised when it happened that fast. I really
was. Yeah. I mean, again, with Rich Swann, there was months. And Rich Swann, there was a mugshot. There was him in handcuffs. There was
charges.
A lot. There was a lot of charges. There was evidence. Then there wasn't evidence, and then whatever. But
there was never charges actually filed against Enzo, right? It was just investigated.
No, it was just an investigation. He was never arrested, never had a mugshot, never had his fingerprints taken. Nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. I see his point, but who knows what the truth really is. But I see his point.
But I can see his point. Like the whole Rich Swann thing, I do agree that's kind of unfair.
Yeah.
That is unfair.
But what makes me wonder, though, is because he is apparently Vince liked him. Rich's situation was not as bad, but it was still like domestic abuse.
Like, I feel like it's bad, but in a different way. It was just bad, but different. I mean, Enzo's situation could have been taken. I think Rich Swann's is you can't. Like, it's pretty cut and dry what happened.
Right.
But like Enzo's
his wife dropped the charges though, right, Rich?
But I mean, how often does that happen? Let's be real.
Are you serious? A lot.
Let's be real.
Women drop charges on their men a lot.
Let's be real.
Whether they're intimidated or
not.
Otherwise. Yeah.
So let's be real about that. Let's be real. So yeah. I mean, I feel like it's bad, but in a different way. But Rich Swann, people physically saw him.
Right. It was on camera, wasn't it?
It was on like one of the traffic camera.
Yeah.
Like people saw him laying his hands on his wife. Like I figured that would warrant immediate termination.
Right.
Not so much of a 3 months, I'm still paying you, and then finally firing. And then Impact hired him this week.
I know. I was going to mention that later.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But Enzo said he does not want to be in wrestling at all.
Well, I've said this for a while now. He was using wrestling as a springboard for something else.
And he did.
I don't think he was ever completely serious about wrestling, or he would have been better.
I'm surprised he didn't talk about Simon Grimm talking shit about him. Surprised.
I don't know. He's stupid. What can I say?
Yeah, he is stupid.
I have no use for that man anymore, so. For more reasons.
So, Shinsuke Nakamura was bit by a police dog.
So sad.
Like, I did not believe it when I first read that. Like, really, I was just like, no. And then I read it again and again and again. And then finally the police put out a statement. And I was like, so Shinsuke Nakamura was bit by a police dog.
That poor dog. Oh, poor Shinsuke, but that poor dog. I wonder if it got fired.
He probably got fired. You're fired. You're fired. Wah, wah. But yeah, so he was taken off of SmackDown because of this, which it was supposed to be Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy for the US title. And he still flew to Japan, but he showed up on crutches.
It was kind of cool, though, aside from the fact that people wanted to see Shinsuke and Jeff, because what happened ended up being kind of cool.
It did. It did, but I kind of feel bad for Eric Young.
Yeah.
Like, nobody reacted when he came out.
Just because they picked him up and dropped him down into SmackDown. And people that don't watch NXT are like, who? What? Like, who? Like,
yeah. But then, like, I'm over here like, oh my god, it's Eric Young!
I know, right? Like, TNA. I loved him in TNA. I will say that the ODB relationship was a little weird. I didn't really care for that. But other than that, I loved Eric Young in TNA.
I just loved him in Sanity. I just love Sanity. But, like, it's crazy, though, because it's, like, nobody reacted. But, like, how?
And it wasn't that crowd was dead, because at the end, when Daniel Bryan and Kane hugged at the very end, they were loud as fuck. So it wasn't that they were just, like, dead and didn't care about anything.
They just don't know who the fuck Sanity is.
Right.
And it's sad. Which, part of me wonders, should they, like... I mean, when the Fox deal happens, because Fox deal is happening, it's official, should they spotlight NXT talent? Like, for on SmackDown do like remember those old school vignettes like with Mr. Perfect, how he would like throw the ball and it'd always be perfect. So like before they come up, shouldn't they do like more vignettes to show like what they've done in NXT so the general public can kind of get a...
That's like when they would back before all that, like when somebody would be coming to the show or whatever, and they would have like for weeks they would show like little like teaser things, you know, like they even could do that. You know, like they showed like a little like Sanity's, you know, appearing next week, but they didn't show anything about them. They just
were like chaos.
Yeah.
Sanity. Next week.
Yeah.
And I was like if you didn't know who that was, you'd be like,
right.
What?
And like normally like back then it was like they cut like a little promo and then, you know.
Yeah, like Rey Mysterio, like his were cool. Mr. Perfects are like iconic. I mean, come on. Mr. Perfects are like the iconic ones.
Iconic.
They're iconic. Totally iconic. I mean, come on, guys. You know how many shots it took him to get that done? Mr. Perfect.
Termination.
He did some work on those, damn it. But I think that's what that needs to happen because right now it's getting to the point where people are like, who?
Mm-hmm.
Like, unless it's like the WrestleMania crowd. Like, the night after WrestleMania, they know who the fuck it is. Like, that's the good part about the Iconics coming is, like, the WrestleMania crowd. Like, we held them over.
Right.
And then they kind of got to show how fun they are.
Yeah.
I love the Iconics.
I think even, you're talking about, like, having them, even, like, if you wanted to do, like, how they did with the Cruiserweights and let them have a match during Raw. Like, you could do that. You could, like, every week, every 2 weeks, like, have an NXT match.
Yeah, like, let them have... I mean, remember when it was John Cena's U.S. title open challenge and KO came out?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was... Guys, that was good. I mean, they need to start doing things like that because, honestly, that was sad. Like, there was no reaction. And then not only that, where's Andrade Cien Almas?
Oh, you didn't hear? He has no competition.
Exactly. He's got no competition.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Samoa Joe. Daniel Bryan. Well, not anymore because hell no, which I think is stupid, but okay.
Oh, are you serious?
I think it's stupid. You know what? Have Andrade Cien Almas go against Jeff Hardy.
That'd be interesting.
Fuck, like there's competition there. Not only that, Sanity. Andrade Cien Almas versus Killian Dane. There you go. Andrade Cien Almas versus Eric Young. There you go.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard. You got people. You got people.
With nothing to do.
Like, there's no competition. Really? Really? Because Rusev. I know he's with AJ right now, but put him in a match with Rusev.
That would be good.
Put him with Rusev and then have Lana come out against Selena.
That would be interesting.
Like, fuck, it's not that hard. Like, really? Jesus Christ.
Well, how long did it take for Sanity debut? It's a while.
Because they were like, we don't have anything for him. And then they bring him out, and then they don't have anything for him. Like, I'm just like, they're really. Like, here we go. I'm going to name the people that Andrade Cien Almas can go against. Cesaro.
Oh, yeah. Sheamus.
Hell, you could even have him go against one member of a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
You could have him
go against Big E.
Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, The Miz. What's The Miz doing?
Waiting around for him and Daniel Bryan's rivalry whenever that happens.
Shelton Benjamin. I don't like him, but Ty Dillinger.
Yeah.
Like, look at this, guys. How many people did we just name?
A bunch, but nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Which I feel like would be good.
Speaking of which, where are Sheamus and Cesaro?
Well, Sheamus just posted his Celtic Warrior workout with a pregnant woman.
I'm not talking about that. Why are they not on TV? They like the tag team on Raw, and now they're like nothing.
We got nothing for you.
Like split them up and don't have them like split up like badly. You just have them split up and start wrestling individually. Like,
you know what? Here's the other thing. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you something, and this is gonna blow your mind. Tag teams can wrestle as single competitors and not break up their team.
it does happen. That happens.
Hey, guess what? Mind blown. Not that hard.
It does happen sometimes, but not very often.
But here's the thing is, why don't we utilize that more? Why? Like the New Day? We don't have to break up the New Day. We don't have to have they can wrestle other people. They don't have to be a team. Fuck. Like, it's not that
hard.
It's
a faction.
Okay, it's a faction, but guess what? When Triple H was
That's
in
what
DX,
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a faction.
But when Triple H was in DX, did he always wrestle with Shawn?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a faction.
They're only a team, damn it. Sheamus and Cesaro, they can only wrestle as a team because you know what? They're a team.
It's not like they haven't ever wrestled individually or anything.
Like, what are they? Are they conjoined at the hip now? Like, you... Come on. Eric Rowan, give Luke Harper a chance. What about Luke Harper?
Luke Harper's looking good.
Guess what? Luke Harper, not only is he looking good, he's fucking talented.
Oh, yeah.
But why are we not taking advantage of this?
They are. They're putting him in the match with Hell No, but you don't like it.
Okay, but
look at the backstory. It's gonna be so good.
As a singles competitor, why are we not taking advantage of it?
He's busy right now.
Well, yeah, he's busy now, but I'm just saying, like, it's a bullshit excuse saying, "Oh, well, we don't have anything."
Oh, it is.
Like, you got something. Like, really? Really? Are we really? Really? I don't think so. And if that's the case, move them back to Raw.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a mess.
Hard. Not that hard. It's not that hard, guys. And then you wonder, like, what's going to happen when, like, EC3 and the Undisputed Era and everybody come up?
Oh, they'll make bank off that. They'll use them like they did the Shield. They will.
Or they'll just be like, who are these guys?
EC3 may get lost in all that, but
yeah.
But Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era, I think that they'll get Shield treatment for a while. And then Adam will break off.
Hey, if Vince likes them.
You know Vince likes Adam. Adam spells money.
Watch, Vince is like, oh, we don't like him. Really?
I think he'll probably like him.
I don't know. He's small.
So is Sean, and Sean's made you a shit ton of money.
Hey, there's only one thing we know. Vince loves big sweaty men.
He does.
He does. Look, I mean, look who the fruit roll-up champion is. Also, why does Big Show still have a contract? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Because, I don't know. There's a lot of people that have contracts that aren't doing anything.
Obviously. But you know who is amazing, guys? You know who? Our Raw Tag Team Champions. They're amazing. They really are. So amazing. This makes me happy. Guys,
let's just segue into Raw.
What?
That's a good segue into Raw.
Exactly.
That's the only part you watch.
It is, guys. Actually, no, I record it and fast forward all through the other shit. But that's the only part that I'm like really paying attention to. Because everybody knows who I love.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what did they do this week?
So this week, it was Matt versus Curtis Axel. And Curtis Axel won, which I was shocked.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was shocked. I was shook. But they applauded him.
They did. They liked it.
Wonderful. So, and I think I know where this is leading Monday, though.
What, Bo versus Bray?
Bo versus Bray. Finally!
I'm assuming Bray will beat Bo.
I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. Only because older siblings should always beat their younger siblings.
Well, I was going by Curtis won the first round, but...
Well, yeah, if we're going 50-50 booking. But also, in the role of siblings, older siblings should always beat their younger siblings. Even if their younger sibling is bigger than them. Just saying. Okay, but it was a very good match. Curtis Axel is actually very talented.
He is good.
And I feel like that does get lost.
A lot of people's talent get lost. In the gimmicks, yes, he's been the Miz Taraj for so long that nobody really knows. Yeah. But him or Bo, either one can do.
Well, I'm actually really happy. You know what kind of makes me think? Did Matt choose Bo and Curtis for this?
Probably.
Because of, obviously, Bo and Bray?
Probably. And I'm sure, and we pretty much know he chose Bray. I'm pretty sure he probably did. Yeah. I think they're kind of like letting Matt do what he wants, which is kind of odd, but I think that they are.
Well, I think it's nice, though, because, like, people are actually giving Bo and Curtis a chance. And that has not happened.
No, people like them. Like, I hated Bo. I hated him so bad. I did. I hated it. I hated the whole thing.
That has been, like, my secret, like, my guilty pleasure gimmick was Bo leave. It really was, because I just like to say it to people.
Oh, my God. I hated it. Hated it.
Hey, you know what, Jen? It could all happen if you just believe.
Oh, God. Disgusting.
Yes. No.
It's disgusting. Ew.
Guys, you know what's going to happen when Jen's here, right?
What?
I'm going to say it all the time.
Oh, God, no. Well, I better have a lot of mellow yellow floats and hamburgers.
Every time we go to Jack in the Box, I'm just going to say it. Like, they'll hand you that mellow yellow float and be like, she believed!
Oh, my God.
I know. The other big news, and this is actually another part that I watched, Bayley snapped!
And that crowd went crazy.
Hey, you ain't shit.
I still can't believe she said that.
And I loved it.
But do you think that was not a heel turn, right? That was just her going off? Because initially I thought it was a heel turn, but now I'm not really sure what to believe.
Here's my opinion. So this could go two ways. One, because they have that therapy thing next Monday.
Right, which is just like, hell no.
Yeah. Because Kurt told them, if you don't go to therapy, you're fired.
Right.
So I feel like this is something I could think is they'll go to that therapy and they'll talk, and Sasha will be like, I don't know what Bayley's problem is. I did this, and that the therapist will look at Bayley and go, you were justified. And this person right here, she's full of herself. Like, maybe we'll just literally say it, and then that leads to Sasha's heel turn. Maybe.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah. Or this could lead to Bayley's heel turn, where they go to this therapist thing and Bayley snaps again because Sasha's like, it's all your fault. You did nothing. You kept losing all the time. You don't have any talent. Like, literally, like, Sasha just keeps, like, telling Bayley how she's terrible, and Bayley just snaps again.
I can see that.
But I feel like, if anything, this will just make Bailey a normal person. You know, like a normal person with feelings and emotions. You know, something that she's been lacking for a year and a half. I don't know.
Poor girl. Is it bad that I want her to be the heel and like her gimmick to change? I really want it to change. Those Bailey buddies and all that shit. Like, I just want it to go away. Just for a little while. Just let it go. Like, just try something different. Like,
I think this, like, in my mind, the perfect storyline, just using my booking brain, I think this should be the storyline of Bailey growing up.
Well,
because Bailey is very childlike.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I wouldn't turn her into like an evil bitch. Like, she's not going to be an evil bitch. If anything, she'll be more like an anti-hero tweener than a full-on heel. You know what I mean? Like, she'll still have her qualities where people will be behind her. The fans will be behind her. One, because they're just tired of Sasha's shit.
True.
Like, they're just fucking done with Sasha's shit. I mean, let's be real. Who's not done with Sasha's shit? I'm done with Sasha's shit. I can't stand her. But I still think that, like, that will be something that happened. But, like, in another way, like, Bailey is going to be sitting there just like, she's just going to be like, you know, I tried to be a good friend to you. I tried doing this. I tried doing that. And then you are just, you know, this is what you're doing to me. So I feel like maybe it might be something like that where Bailey just goes off. Like, that might be what they do.
I hope so. But like you said, I hope she grows up. I hope that they progress her just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Like, because here's the thing is, like, we need Bailey to grow up, because Bailey's fans are growing up. I mean, case in point, Izzy's 12. And she still loves Bailey. But there's other things, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'm not a big Bailey fan in the first place, but I would like her a lot better.
I like Bailey. I really do. Like, I like Bailey. I like Bailey in NXT, but it was hard to get behind her when literally she was just like, I can't hit Alexa with a kendo stick. I'm scared.
Oh, yeah, that was stupid.
Like, I could not. Like, no, that is not what you're doing. No. But, like, I feel like this time she needs to become that almost like an anti-hero of, like, you know what? I'm growing up. I'm doing this. I'm about me now. And kind of learn that it's okay to be selfish, you know?
Right.
Guys, it is okay to be selfish. So, like, sometimes you just gotta be selfish. But yeah, let me tell you, that crowd went fucking insane. Everybody I know who watched it went fucking insane. I listened to Busted Open the next morning and they went insane. Izzy went insane. I went insane. The world went insane. In a good way.
Mm-hmm.
In a good way. Everybody was fucking excited for this.
We just hope they don't ruin it.
I mean, I don't have high hopes. You know why.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have high hopes. But hey, you know, we'll see. Mojo Rawley was on TV for a second time.
I know, and he's actually got some kind of a feud going.
He's got a feud. He was on TV. He was looking good. He was talking down to a hamburger. I mean,
Todd
the hamburger.
I loved it.
And I was like,
you know somebody else did.
But let me tell you. I literally tweeted, I was like, you know what, Mojo, you got a point. What the fuck is Todd doing? What the fuck is Todd doing? Is that your life?
I just wanted to add Todd from ROH on and tweet about it, but I didn't. It was so funny.
Yes. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. That's all I'm going to say.
But yes, he was on there. Apparently, he is going to have a feud with Nahweze because they're actually going back and forth on Twitter. So,
yeah. And let me tell you, there was some shit.
Oh yeah, they always take the Gronk jab, always.
Yeah. And Jen, of course, was like always out there defending her man.
Oh my gosh, I'm over having to defend him. Like, he's not doing a bad job. Is he the best? Absolutely not. But he's not doing that bad. Like, give him a fucking break.
And here's what I feel like is sad is like, why the hell is it okay to be like, why the hell is it okay to talk so much shit to Mojo when he's not even given the chance to do anything?
Right. It's not like he's out there like...
Yeah, it's not like he's somebody who's on TV every week in multiple segments and still doing terribly.
Exactly.
I'm not going to name names. But we all know who I'm talking about.
Yep. I think a lot of people would agree with you.
Like, he doesn't get... he doesn't get the time on screen. Like, he's just now getting a storyline for the first time in a year.
But here's my thing: is since he doesn't get any time on screen, where'd all these people take the time to go over to his Twitter and talk shit about him? He's never on TV.
Well, yeah, they. Here's the thing: is they equate the fact that he's never on TV to the fact that he sucks.
I guess, but if that were the case, look at all the people that suck.
Yes,
Sheamus and Cesaro suck.
Yep, Sheamus and Cesaro suck. Bray and Matt, they're not on TV all the time, so they must suck.
True.
Yep. Charlotte, Becky, Naomi, they must suck.
Lana. I mean, she does suck, but people love her anyway.
People still love Lana, but for other reasons. The Revival, the Revival beat Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley.
Oh my God, it was great.
Guys, let me tell you, the girls in the girl gang went and bought lottery tickets because literally this was the Raw for the ages.
I just can't believe they let that happen. I'm so glad they did, but I can't believe they let that happen.
Literally, and guess what? Dash Wilder pinned Roman Reigns. Not Bobby Lashley. Not Bobby Lashley, but you know who? Roman Reigns. I wish we had slow-mo on this thing.
You could probably slow it down if you wanted to.
That's too much work. But now they got to go forward with Reigns versus Lashley because Brock Lobster, he ain't showing up.
Nope, they had to totally change their plan. It's supposed to be a multi-man match to determine
who's going to go against Brock at SummerSlam.
So now that's not happening.
Because Brock ain't going to be at SummerSlam. Bullshit. You know what? I say they just let Brock Lobster keep the title. And we just make a new one. We just make a new title. New title.
That's ugly anyway.
It is. It looks like a fruit roll-up.
It's not pretty.
It's not. No. But guys, how exciting is that though? Like,
it was pretty cool.
It was. And also, can we talk about Constable Corbin?
What would you like to talk about?
Him in that suit.
He wrestles in the suit.
And?
Which is so exciting to me for some reason. I don't know why.
Jen's just getting 50 Shades feels.
Well, it's like he's covering up everything. Shirt on. Like, where they can't make fun of his body. Like, he looks really good. There's really nothing to make fun of him for at this point, as far as just superficially. Can't really make fun of him.
And he's doing really well. Like, cutting good promos.
He's got a lot of screen time.
Yeah. Yeah, let me tell you, Constable Corbin is something that I, for one, agree with.
I'm all for it.
Yay for Constable Corbin. And then finally, and this is a match I feel like a shithead for saying it. Dolph Ziggler had a good match, but only because Seth Rollins was in it.
No, Dolph is not a bad wrestler. I just don't like Dolph. He's actually a good wrestler.
Dolph's
I just like gimmicks. I've never liked the character whatsoever, and the person doesn't sound like he's that great either. But I don't think he's a bad wrestler. And it was a really, really good match.
And it was like half an hour. It's like a half-hour match.
Mm-hmm.
So, SmackDown Live, before we get to that, the Fox deal was announced, and this is something I found curious. They announced that SmackDown Live is now the flagship show for the WWE.
I saw that.
Okay.
Who wrote that press release?
I don't know. But,
I think they were confused.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. But October 4th, 2019, SmackDown Live is moving to Fox. Also, there will be a Sports Center type show just for the WWE. And there are a lot of rumors that Monday, the major announcement will be made that NXT is moving to FS1.
I think it's going to be a good thing. We talked about this when we filmed the podcast the other night. If they do it, they keep the same kind of format going on, the same kind of feel, it's going to be a good thing. If they try to commercialize it too much, it's going to be a terrible mistake.
Agreed. And I would hope Hunter would have some kind of idea of that.
I would hope so, because if they commercialize it too much, then it's going to just be competing with SmackDown and Raw. And then what's going to be the point of being excited when people get called from NXT to SmackDown and Raw?
Well, and the other thing is, like, it kind of breaks up the week there, because you're going to have Raw on Monday. Then on Wednesday, you'll have NXT. And then on Friday, you'll have SmackDown. So
Right.
it's a good break in the week. And plus people, I mean, from Monday to Friday, think about, like, I feel like Monday, you watch Raw, and then like 24 hours later, you're watching SmackDown. And it is a lot. But if you break it up to where it's like, okay, I'm going to watch Raw. And then, you have Tuesday to kind of like recover. And then Wednesday, you're going to watch NXT for an hour. And then you got Thursday to recover. And then you have Friday, you have SmackDown Live. And then you have the weekend. Like, I feel like that is a good thing right there. But also, that kind of leaves room. And I don't know if they've thought about this, but that leaves room for Ring of Honor to try to get a better deal. I mean, they could take over Tuesday nights. Right?
And Ring of Honor's feel is very, very similar to NXT's feel.
Exactly. I mean, they could take over a different night. Also, people are talking about how New Japan is on Access TV, which is on DirecTV, and how that could literally move to a different night as well, so it doesn't have to compete with SmackDown.
Right.
Which I think it should. Like, I really do think it should move to a different night if that's the case. Like, you definitely don't want to have too many wrestling shows on the same night.
No, because people are going to be, like, overloaded. I'm overloaded, like you said, Monday and Tuesday back-to-back is a little bit too much.
Yeah, so maybe
this my attention span. I don't know what it is.
So maybe this will kind of ease up that portion of things, Like, oh, I feel a little better now. Like, okay, onward and upward kind of a thing. So SmackDown Live. So SmackDown Live, once again, it was supposed to be Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. And Shinsuke got bit by the dog. So that didn't happen. So we got our open challenge, and as we mentioned, Eric Young came out and Jeff retained. So there was that. We'll see what else happened.
I just want to talk about the ending, but
I know you just want to talk about the ending.
it's the best part.
No.
Yes.
You start doing the chant?
I did. I literally was like, I had goosebumps. And you don't like it, but I had goosebumps. And like I felt like Kane was like the guy was like really like happy and like I don't know, I just loved it. I just loved it.
Okay, talk about your team. Hell no.
So Daniel had a match. I'm trying to remember with Luke.
Yes.
And then at the end of the match, Luke and Harper and Rowan, they both jumped all over him. And then Kane came out and like I can't remember which one he took down. I think it was Rowan maybe, and Daniel took down Harper. Anyway, they took both of them down. And like everybody was like totally freaking out. Like, what's happening? Daniel Bryan is like, look on his face, like, what's happening? And then Kane, people were chanting, I think, hug it out, I think. And so finally, Kane walks over to him and holds his arms out, and Daniel's like, no. I'm like, okay, they're going to drag this on for weeks. Like, this is going to be like the Seth and Dean thing where one of them puts their fist in and the other one takes it away. And I'm like, okay, it's going to at least be next week, if not the week after, you know? And I'm like, okay. And so then Daniel's about to get out of the ring, and then he looks back, and everybody's cheering, and he just runs into Kane's arms and hugs him. And it was the best thing ever. Oh my God. I know you didn't like it, but I loved it. And you could tell the look on what's Kane's real name? Glenn? Is that his name? Like you could tell like he was literally like just like happy for Daniel, and like he was experiencing it as the person and not as the character of Kane. And then Daniel starts doing the yes chants and Kane starts doing the yes chants. It was so out of character, but I don't even care because it was just great. Because I was wondering where all this was leading. I just hope that they go back and try to tie in, which they probably won't, but tie in the Wyatt family angle. That would be nice. But regardless, I just thought it was awesome. It was very nostalgic for me. I don't remember how many years it's been. What, 4 or 5, something like that. But it still felt nostalgic to me, and it was just, oh, it was so good. That was the big eruption on SmackDown. The big eruption on Raw was Bayley and Sasha. It was 2 big crowd pops of the week. I loved it. I'm excited. I hope they win the belts. I'm really excited. I think they will win the belts, actually. How can you not like it?
Why are we relying on nostalgia factors?
We don't have to rely on it. It's just good.
Nostalgia, though.
So
what about the people who are there? Here's what I have to say to Kane. What have you done for me lately?
Oh my God. Kane is there for Daniel Bryan. You realize that, right?
Yes.
He's there for Daniel Bryan.
And you know what else? I want Daniel Bryan in a different feud.
Well, he will get one. This is just one of many. This is like, what, his second feud?
I want him with AJ Styles.
Well, that'll happen.
I want him with The Miz, even though I know that's later this year.
He'll have plenty of feuds.
I mean, shit, I know it's on Raw, but I want him with Finn Balor.
Well, yeah, that is all going to happen. But Kane doesn't have that much time left, and I, for one, was excited. Daniel's young, and hopefully, God willing, he'll stay healthy, and he'll have time for all that. But right now, I'm really excited for it.
Well, they're just doing this because he hasn't signed that contract. You know, if he signed that contract, he'd be in that picture with Miz right now.
Probably.
He hasn't signed that contract.
Can't we just enjoy what we have? Can't we just enjoy the nostalgia? If that's all we're going to get, can't we just enjoy it?
I'll just say it right now. 2 months is all that Daniel Bryan has left. 2 months.
He's going to resign. I didn't think so in the beginning, but I think now he will. He's going to resign.
2 months till he's free.
Let's have a bet.
I don't want to have a bet. I don't want to bet. No bets.
Okay.
No bets. Plus, guys, I just love how the Wyatt family just has all the titles. I just love that.
Well, Daniel's an ex-Wyatt family infiltrator, brainwashed, whatever you want to call it.
You know what? Yeah. He infiltrated. Yeah.
He did. And you love Daniel Bryan. Despite his ways.
I liked him in the Wyatt family. It was a good time.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. They should do that again.
Maybe they will. You don't know. Maybe he'll turn on Kane.
Ray.
Maybe he'll turn
on Kane. Where's Woken Matt when we need him?
Oh my God. Woken Matt's just going to bring everybody together. Jeff. Yeah. Daniel.
Yeah,
Bo.
Everybody.
Rowan.
He's going to have like a giant stable of people who have been made better by this. Yeah, that'll happen. And I, for one, will love that team for the rest of my life.
I would.
I'll just be like, and you know what? He'll bring Mojo. He'll take Mojo.
Right.
And Mojo Rawley's going to go in the Lake of Reincarnation.
That would not be a bad idea, actually. But
what would he come back as? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I should think about that for next week. I should come up with something. That's what we should do for next week. We should come up with taking one character and totally saying if they went into the Lake of Reincarnation what we wanted them to come out as. I'll do Mojo.
Okay. Bray already went in, though, and he didn't come back out as what I thought he would.
Well, don't do Bray. Do somebody else.
It just made me laugh, though. I thought he was going to come back out as Husky Harris, and then he didn't come out as that. And then I was like, oh, okay. So then we'll go, he'll be his character from FCW. Nope, that didn't happen either. I was like, all right. So much of what I know from the Lake of Reincarnation. I know who I'm going to do, though.
Oh, you're not saying?
I have a couple options in my mind. I got to figure it out. I'm leaning towards Bo, but then part of me is kind of leaning towards Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
Only because I want to see American Dragon Daniel Bryan come back.
Okay, you can't use another gimmick. It has to be a brand new gimmick.
But the Lake of Reincarnation, if you watch...
Okay, I'm changing it, though. The rule is...
You can't change what the gimmick is of the lake.
It can bring back anything. You don't know.
You can't bring the lake's gimmick. The original gimmick of the lake is if you dump them in, a different gimmick comes out. Because if you put the pop star Gregory Helms in, Hurricane came out. If you put Jeff Hardy and his brother Nero, you got Willow, you got Itchweed, and then you got Jeff Hardy as his like John Cena-esque TNA champion version come out.
Okay, we're changing the rules. Don't even use the Lake of Reincarnation. Who would you take and change completely their gimmick and have a reasoning behind why I changed whatever, and you could do whatever you wanted? What would you do? Take the lake out of it.
I like that lake.
Okay, well then use the lake, but it has to be an original idea.
I'm just saying. For argument's sake, that lake has rules.
Okay, well, not in my house. It doesn't have
rules. You did not watch the original, so yeah.
Exactly. So not in my house. It doesn't have rules. So that's the homework. We might even pitch that homework to the girls. We'll see. Be interesting. All right,
guys. Well, I think this is the end of it since we have just argued over a lake.
We did.
We just argued over a lake, and let me tell you. Go watch The Broken Universe if you really want to know what that lake does.
Oh God. Okay.
Because it's wonderful.
It is wonderful.
It is. It's beautiful. It's spectacular. It's delightful. It's orgasmic.
Oh my God. Okay, it's time to go.
What? I'm turning into Matt Hardy. I mean, come on. Everybody loves Matt Hardy.
Okay.
And if you don't, then
I do love Matt Hardy.
No, I'm just talking to the listeners. If you don't like Matt Hardy, there's something seriously wrong with you. I mean, you need to have like your brain checked or something.
All right. We're gonna go.
Yes.
So I can think about what I want Mojo to come out as out of this orgasmic lake. And I'll be back
think of
next week with my idea. I can think of some too, but I'm gonna keep them PG, so.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, we have to keep them PG.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Maybe a little PG-13. We'll see.
I say PG-13. I mean, come on. If a 10-year-old can say it, then yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So with that, until next week, bye.
Bye.